Good morning, guys. It is morning, it's more lunch maybe. I've been to work. So now I'm home and I have a bunch of things I need to do this morning. Funny thing, I got in here and Leia was laying on the table and I just had to snap my fingers and she jumped down. So, of some reason she actually listened to me. She doesn't really listen to Christopher. I don't know if they see me as the alpha of the family or why it is, but they have a tendency to know what I mean and they do listen. It's very rarely they don't do what I'm telling them to do. But anyhow, I have been shopping food, but I thought I'd show you what I've been shopping. So here's my pink, beautiful bag. Sorry if it's a little bit dark, but it is dark outside. The snow is melting away, it's sad. First, let's see, I have bought for Christopher. Christopher has a one only kind of thing he likes, and that is these kind of Juleskum, the original ones, and he wants them in boxes and gets sad whenever they stop selling them in the stores. So let's see, I got 2 boxes for him today. He's going to be like, yeah, overdo something, right? Then I got some bananas because I need bananas. I got some whipped cream because it's good in my coffee. Helps me reduce the sugar. That's basically why I've been. And then I got this. Do you know what this is? Do you have these where you live? This is a egg slicer. It's awesome. You peel your egg and then you just open this little thingy and you slice them. I always had one, but for some reason I think it broke like 6 years ago or something. And because I've been on an egg-free diet for the past 6 years, I never went to get one. And now that my tummy is starting to stabilize after I really am gluten-free, I'm even almost like wheat-free. Don't really eat anything that is bread of any kind of sort, even if it's gluten-free. But anyhow. And so now I'm trying eggs. I'm eating a lot of eggs and I boil my eggs. And I'm like, I want them to be sliced because it's so awesome when you slice your egg. So I'm going to have to boil them a little bit harder today to see if I can slice them because sliced eggs are awesome. But yeah, I also got the latest Cross Stitch Crazy magazine. They come here a lot later than they come in the in England, but I would get it immediately if I would have a subscription on it. But I think I talked about this before when I got got my World of Cross Stitching subscription. Elongated. I know the word, it's just not in my head right now. But when I got 13 more issues of that one, I was thinking about getting the Cross Stitch Crazy, but I wanted to push it forward a couple of months so that I don't have to get that payment the same month, because I pay £50 for a 13 issue subscription, or 53, I think it's up to 53 now, for the World of Cross Stitching, and I think the Cross Stitch Crazy is about the same. So yeah, but I got this, and there's a few reasons why I've gotten it. I haven't opened it yet, so I'm gonna go through it. First of all, you have these cards, which I think is awesome. You have this little like Christmas thingy here, which I also think is awesome. You have that one, which is also super awesome because I love Margaret Cherry. Then I have these little gnomes. Do you remember the gnome plays like a home piece that I was doing a couple of months ago? Still haven't finished it off. I think it's even lying there. I need to finish it off, but I kind of sort of sorted in the magazines. I have to go through all my magazine holders to kind of figure out where they are. Yeah, I actually have that as a project today because a fellow cross stitcher that I follow, I think I'm friends with her on Facebook, but I also follow her on Instagram. Well, she is updating this Leslie Tear Holly. It's a female, and I'm almost 100% sure it's a butter thread kit, but I'm almost 100% sure that it's actually also a part of a 4-part series that went into the world of cross stitching like 2005, maybe 2006. So I'm almost sure that it is, and I really want to know just to make myself kind of figure that out. And also it would be awesome to kind of share that with her, because I think if it is that series, I was actually thinking about doing it myself, because it's 4 beautiful like seasonal ladies, and I wanted to have them in my kitchen because at that time I had a very rural kitchen. The guy I lived with, my boyfriend, we were together for 7 years, we were kind of, he basically, to be honest, I kind of changed for him, which is the worst thing you can do. And then I realized that maybe I wasn't that person that he thought I was. And then it ended. There were so many other reasons. I'm so happy for him and his life now, and he has a wife and child, and everything is wonderful. So it wasn't a bad breakup. But I think we wouldn't have been able to live together. But anyhow, that's a long story. He was very much into like the 60s and the 70s and old furniture and like house on the country without electricity, and which sounds very comfortable, but I am a internet geek. I need all my tech stuff. I need everything electronic, so yeah, it didn't work out in the end. But anyhow, so I actually thought of doing those then. Now I don't know if we don't have anything on our walls. You have seen this, right? We don't have anything on our walls. We have a few pieces. Christopher has I think it's 80 by 80 silk screen that we want to get up on the wall. However, we don't have any frame for it, so that is an issue. He also have a other piece, one of those that he bought when he was in California way back, like before he and me met, that he wants to be up on the wall. I have a very beautiful picture of a gulo gulo. That's the Latin name for it. It's a predator that lives in the northern Sweden. Don't remember what it's called right now, but anyhow, it's an awesome picture. I love animals. I especially love predators for some reason. I think they're really cool. So I would want that on, and then I have like a whole bunch of pieces of cross stitching that needs to get up. So yeah, one day we will have our walls filled with wall hangings. Not right now though. But yeah, I have to get some lunch, and then I have to clean the craft room because I have a video to shoot today and I really need to get at it. So yeah, I finished a half a card. I'm sitting and waiting for the glitter glue to dry. I think I used a little bit too much glitter glue on one of the pieces, and I can't cut them out until the glue is dried, so I have to wait for that. So while that is waiting, I'm having my last cup of coffee for the day. I am going to try not to drink coffee after 4 o'clock. It is now 3 o'clock, so I can have this last cup of coffee. I'm also going to try to keep my coffee at 3 cups maximum, and I'm going to keep that for a week or two, and then I'm gonna go down to 2 cups maximum, because I'm gonna see if I can step off the caffeine and see if that can reduce some stress in my body and such. It's needed. I'm having issues sleeping, and I don't know if the medication that I took kind of kicked at my sleeping habits, or if I'm just stressed, because there's a lot of things going on in my life right now. Yeah. And I'm gonna have the coffee, and I thought we should go through the new Cross-Stitch magazine. Cross-Stitch Crazy. So I opened up the bag. I haven't really looked at it that much. You get these two, which basically is some ornaments made on 14 count plastic canvas. I tried to find a retailer for this in bulk, and I couldn't. So I will be needing to buy this stuff from like so and so or something, because I want to do more of those. I want to make like ornaments and things to hang around the house that it's small and cute. So these I want to create soon. I really want to be doing them. So we'll see if I can get them done. Then I have the magazine, and we're going to try to make sure that we don't see the patterns, because I don't share those kind of things. But yeah, you have these cute little gnomes. We're going to look on that page soon. And then we have the little Margaret Cherry. I love her cats. And that little mouse is adorable. I did a whole bunch of cross-stitched cards with that mouse. I think it was last year or the year before. But I want to do those gnomes also. That will take some time. So there's a lot of projects in here. I should actually dedicate the whole year for just Christmas projects. But yeah. So let's see. You are going to look at me while I'm flipping through this, because I don't want to show you the patterns. So here is the cat and the mouse. They are adorable. See, there is a whole bunch of cute things. They have like this rustic gift ideas with like Christmas, which is a little bit more, I think they would call it Scandinavian. Apparently that's a thing. I didn't know that. I grew up with like having red reindeers on white backgrounds and stuff like that. It's always been a part of cross-stitched things at home for Christmas. And then I think it was this year, or it started even last year, the Cross-Stitcher magazine were sharing a lot of different patterns looked like that, and I'm like, that's just how it looked here when I was younger. I was like, no, it's called Scandinavian. Everything is Scandinavian. That's kind of funny thing while I'm flipping through this magazine. Me and Christopher have been looking at these house building programs, British house building programs. It's like all of these modern houses that are so cool and they're so edgy, and I'm like, yeah, but that's like every other house back home. So it's very strange to have that in the UK that is edgy, and in Sweden it's just the way things look. This is like these, again, contemporary, I think you call it, contemporary designs. I really like them. They're a little bit odd, and on the black like this, I need some black. I need a lot of different craft materials. I just don't buy them right now. Oh, there are slots. I'm sorry I can't show you them, but they have a whole setup for slots. Slots are awesome. Slots are in right now. This one, I so love this one. It's very simple yet very beautiful. It's just simple colors. I like how it has that vintage feeling, that kind of yellowish feeling. Did you know that it wasn't yellowish when people did those things? It just had grown old. Here's the little gnomes. Yeah, they call them gnomes. We call Santa tomten, and we call the gnomes tomtar. So for me, it took me a long time to figure out that they're actually different between Santa and gnomes, because for me they've always been basically the same. But yeah, I think that was it in this magazine of like big projects. They have the alphabet, which is a starry alphabet this month. They have a lot of things you can enter to win. When I was younger, I actually entered them a lot, but for the past few years they have started to write that you're not allowed to enter if you're not English, which kind of makes me a little bit sad. It makes me a lot sad. They have this Crazy Kids. They do like these projects that are a little bit easier to stitch, so you can do them with your kids. And you have these. Aren't they adorable? So they are made on ordinary Aida, and then you just back them with some strengthening and you get these whole things. So I kind of like those things that you can do for the kids or with the kids. I usually do them for myself because, yeah, I'm that person. Also had some just doorways, and then they usually have a page. I can't. Having issues, I can't do it. They're showing what comes up in the next magazine. You have those kinds of saying, wise words. You have some owls, bunnies. This was kind of cool. We have those at home. We have one that went the bird. Fasan is what it's called in Swedish. We had one that lived just across from our house, and it was saying cuckoo. What's it called? The hens and the cocks do that, or the cocks do that every morning. They sound off, and this guy, he sounded off every morning, but he kind of sounded off all day too, and he in the end actually lost his voice, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, funny thing. But yeah, I am going to drink my coffee and then we'll see.